My name is Harry, and I'm from London.
Meghan Markle here. Today is May 5th, 2023. It is 2:55 a.m. I sort of got up late. I have a lot of tweets to share with you. Let's get going. Because I have to give the computer early, 8 o'clock this morning, because my husband is working home. Alright, this is the first tweet. Just back from Liverpool City Centre, and pleased to say it's a bunting free and coronation free zone. Not my king. Oh my goodness. I was reading some of the comments. The people were so happy. Okay, glad to hear. Please read the article with excitement facts on the coronation and the royal couple. So there's this here. I look at it, it's an article. I don't want to go into it. This is exactly why it's one of my favorite cities. Can't wait to visit it in a few weeks. Okay, not my king. Anger as Liverpool Cup final fans boo William. MPs condemn shameful abuse hurled at Prince when he shook players' hands. Okay, so there was something, I don't know if I bookmark it. Someone share a screenshot of an article of a newspaper, and then there was a private part of a man on it. Someone mowed the lawn. This is crazy. Okay, reality. A country that forces human beings to beg for food in order to avoid taxing the wealthy is morally bankrupt and has no future. Alright, after coronation. That's that. We live in an Anglesey, not a Flagshire inside. Okay, just back from a bike ride through the 5 Scottish borders villages. No bunting or coronation preparation inside. Okay, he tagged somebody. Okay, my constituents MP John Lemmet, take note. Okay, just spoken to my mom who drove from Hunderfield to Wellington and back yesterday. Report she didn't see any bunting. Great to hear. Okay, there are loads of pubs in Liverpool that have got the flags up. Very interesting. Okay, this is the last one. I'm going to the next tweet. Nothing in my area today, although I did rush out and back rather just in case I did see something and suffer a reaction. Alright, let's go to the next tweet. They're just talking about the coronation. People are not preparing for it, not doing any festive thing that's around the UK Commonwealth Scottish area. Okay, I never been over there, but from what I'm reading. All right, next tweet. They are not taking Meghan saying no well. Okay, it's a tragedy. It truly is. Oh my goodness, I want to ask what happened, but I'm guessing it's another tantrum. They had a narrative ready to go. Okay, same old dissertation and PhD thesis are being written day in and out. Okay, this is a commercial. They just can't accept that she doesn't care about the balcony. Absolutely not. A freaking balcony. I don't know. These people have nothing of credibility, of not the credibility, nothing of substance to offer people. A balcony, they're making a big deal out of that. Oh my goodness, they are weakling, bitter weaklings. Okay, what did they think will happen when they told her that she's not welcome? Now, they're pissed because Meghan has shown she's not desperate to be in their presence or participate in their old-fashioned ceremonies. The British royal family is such a relic of the past. Rejection must burn for the monarchy. They don't get no often. Yep, They're used to having everyone at their beck and call. And Meghan came along and said, no thanks, hard pass. Okay, it's not her clown, not her circus. That's, oh my god, I like that one. I like that one. It's a no from me. Oh my lord. Okay, let's hurry up. Okay, Meghan check out of toxicity, and it's beautiful to see. Right, that's this. They were going to mourn just as much had she decided to come, only this time the mourning is about her not giving them satisfaction of narrative they plan. They plan to mark her about sitting arrangement, how bad she is, not for not putting her kids first, where she's staying. She's deprived them of months of copy, pictures, morning TV talking points, and YouTube channel revenues. I mean, there's so many things, anybody could focus on the Sussexes. I don't even have time to share all of them. Like the other channel that I just create regarding the, what do you call this? The charity. I'm telling you, if someone decided to focus a channel on just the charity alone, they will have so much content to talk about. I just don't have the time to put as much as I wish I could. The tweets alone, the tweet videos alone are enough for me. But there's so many ways to go. But why do these people feel like it's the negative part? I don't understand. All right, let's read what's there and then move on. Thank God Meghan knows her worth and refused to be in a toxic situation. She snatched bags and unpaid her rent. Of course, there's unhappiness. All right, so let's go to the next ones. These, I have a lot of videos that I saw that were flying around my timeline, so I decided to grab some of them. Okay, they're not getting the landslide they need. Caller Tom tells Nick Ferrari, LBC, that the local election results are a nightmare for Labour, but claims it's just a blip for the Conservative. All right, 1 minute and 39 seconds.
Your view on what we're hearing. What lies behind it?
It's a nightmare. It's a nightmare for Labour.
Why do you say that, sir?
Because they're not getting a landslide, which they need. The landslide is not there, mate.
If it's a by the way, I have to say I don't agree with you. If it's a nightmare for Labour, what is it for the Conservatives?
It's a blip.
What do you mean a blip?
Look, any government mid-term is going to suffer some kind of downturn. That's already baked in.
Right. But,
right. So.
But if just lastly, obviously you're a Conservative. I sense you're a Conservative supporter. When they were briefing to the media that a bad night would be around 1,000 seats over, and now it looks as though it's going to get there. Surely that is the reality. That's not a blip, Tom. That's a, excuse my language, bloody great crater they've fallen into.
No, the Conservatives, right? They've got another 12 to 16 months to turn things around, and they're going to do it, mate. I tell you what. They're going to do it because... Give
me the one policy then. What are they going...
Alternative, Nicholas.
Yeah.
Right.
So they're only going to do it because, in your view, the alternative is so poor. There's no policy that shouts out at you.
Keir Starmer has welched on 8 out of his 10 pre-election pledges.
All right. I don't know. It looks like there's going to be election coming up. So let me read what's there and then move on. I have nothing to say. Yeah, I thought it has to be about the Sussexes. This is why, that's the problem when I'm recording. If I'm sharing a video with you, I tend to leave it when I'm recording so you could get my true reaction. So I had no idea what this was about. I thought it had to do with the Sussexes. Okay, I think I may listen to Nick Tory client, journalist Ferrari, today just to see how he spent the result of the local election and to see how long it takes him to mention Curry and Durham and Sue Gray. Okay, I see the opinion almost word for word online. I just didn't know that was the voice I was supposed to be hearing it in. I hear it as Jacob Rees-Mogg, not Jacob Sips-Grog. I don't know. Tom sound like he's been on the booze all night. He's got that self-assured poor boy voice. Okay, let's move on. Okay, let me not waste time on it. I'll share this because it's there, but whatever. Okay, next tweet. Okay, so there's James O'Brien who retweeted that bloody hell. Shocky. Quote, Prime Minister Rishi Sunak is not fully grounded in our culture. End quote. Rishi Sunak? Okay, looks like they're starting to, how do you call this? Shuffle him within the mix. He's not one of them anymore. I'm just guessing.
Oh, no, I'm right. Nice to see you again, Your Majesty.
Your Majesty, I don't know what to do anymore.
Well, yeah.
I think I'm supposed to do this now. I've practiced on the way and I'm like, oh.
Well, so we're normally seeing each other at kids' things.
Yeah, our children just go to the same school. So we
So the more glamorous end of the children's assemblies in the morning. But, yeah.
Yeah, our children just go to the same school. So we
The more glamorous end of the children's assemblies in the morning. The more glamorous end of the children's assemblies in the morning. But, yeah.
Extraordinary conversation between Andrew Pierce, Bev Turner, and David Starkey. Coronation. All right, it's 52 seconds.
The Prime Minister now has been, in my mind, detached or at least semi-detached from this coronation.
Invisible. And I think one of the reasons that I think a lot has gone wrong, for example, why Parliament has not been properly represented at the coronation of a parliamentary monarchy, is because the government isn't interested. Is not interested in the...
The thing is that they know they've been doing a poor policy. They know exactly what they did. With all of those... was it protests that's going on with NHS and all of that? They don't want to put their face next to the coronation because the coronation seems like tone deaf from about the people who's suffering. So I know exactly what they're doing. Okay, I don't even know based on what they're saying here. They do not want to associate with the coronation. The coronation is showing the people that they are tone deaf. They're suffering. They need food, they need heat, they need all of that. The other day I had somebody who responded on a tweet saying that, I don't know, some nonsense. And I responded and said, the Brits can pay their rent, their bills, and someone said, show me that I can. And I went and I put a clip and I look for all of the tweets that I usually share with you, where the guy who's saying, he can't help the people with their bill now. He needs some sort of intervention. I put that clip, and I put the clip where this lunch lady at the school who can't let the kids, who was crying for saying no to the kids, she can't give them the food and all of that. All of those clips that I usually share with you, I search for them online and put the clip there. And then the woman came back and said, oh, show me, like for me to show her that she cannot pay for her, her meal and all of that. And I'm like, I'm happy that you could pay for your meal and all of that. Okay. But there are other people. I've seen the things that's going on. Okay. That the suffering that these people are going through. So the Tory who put them in that situation do not want to show their face next to the king with that lavish kind of thing, because the people will be upset at them, which they already are, because they already put them in that situation. The Brexit, all of that. Okay, they put them in that suffering state of depression and lack of food and all of that. Okay, so they don't want to put their face next to the king, with the coronation in particular. Okay, the festivity and all of that. But if there was prosperity, nobody were protesting, people were all happy, okay, yes, they will show their face. So this is what's going on here. This is exactly what's going on here. Now they're blaming him.
Constitution. You have a Prime Minister, I think a man of immense talent, of extraordinary skill, but really not fully grounded in our culture. Now, I know that's a difficult and controversial thing to say, but I think it's true. And again, this coronation is going to highlight far too much, I think, our differences, rather than what you might say.
What do you mean by that? Do you mean in terms of religion?
In terms of religion, I mean, there's going to be an extraordinary moment. Have you read the service?
The Prime Minister now...
Okay, it's playing over again. Let's see if somebody point out some of the things that I've said here. It's because it's not white. It's clear as day. He needs more cultural grounding than this. Okay, early life education. Okay, so you could pause your screen and read that. No, he's just playing it smart right now. Okay, but this guy is talking. This guy that I share you is talking in terms of you know, because Sunak is, I think, okay, you guys could correct me. Okay, it's saying here, but he was born there, I think. Okay, he was born in the UK, but his family are descendant of Spain. I'm saying Spain. Indian descent. Okay, so they're trying to differentiate him within their group. But what's happening here, I mean, it doesn't have to be just the prime minister. There's other MPs who easily associate with the coronation, but all of them, they're taking their face out of there because they don't, because the people who's gonna be voted for them is gonna be, remember, oh look, at the time of the coronation, spending millions of pounds into the coronation. Okay, but when it's time for election, they will remember that. So they don't want to put their face next to that. In private, they're probably supporting the king, but in public, they don't want people, the constituent, the ones who's gonna vote for them at time of election. They don't want them to see that. Okay, so he's playing it smart. That's all. Okay, there's this. I swear to you, this is the kind of a person who will turn around and say his discriminatory treatment of a person of color is nothing to do with race and that he hasn't got a racist bone in his body. Okay, let's see here. These are the vile racist monsters who are giving a platform to be the mouthpiece of the monarchy. No pushback from Tory peace. Okay, but the UK is not racist country. The world is watching on Coronation. Oh, so there's more, or is it the same thing? Look like a different view here. And it got worse. Andrew Pierce, the Prince and Princess of Wales, are going to a pub in Soho. They're going to Mob by Gays. What? Mob by Gays? What in the name? Dev Turner apparently to find out about their visit, not how the gays will respond to them. Oh my God. How is this allowed to be broadcast? Let's see here.
Soho. The Prince and Princess of Wales seem determined to enjoy the build-up. They're going to a pub, the Dog and Duck in Soho, where I know what's going to happen. They're going to be mobbed by gays.
Apparently.
What in the hell?
It's to find out their visit, not how the gays will respond to them, but whether the hospitality industry is doing all right at the moment. We know actually it isn't. Maybe they just fancy a drink. Who knows?
They just fancy.
Maybe they... You two are terrible.
The Prince and Princess of Wales.
Oh, okay. Let's move on to the next tweet. Oh my God. The people allowed it. Nobody's complaining. Nobody is complaining. Okay, next tweet. Diana was 19. Okay, so it started from here. Okay. I bookmarked this, but it started from here. Okay, this is why I am glad Harry has a book, 2 docuseries, many interviews where he shares his point of view, royal commentator or liars. Okay, quote, Camilla and Diana's view has been loyal, discreet, and deserves some form of recognition. What? Did I read that? Okay, Camilla and Diana's view. No, don't speak for Diana. She said what she had to say when she was alive. And Diana's view had been loyal, discreet, and deserved some form of recognition. What? The person who tormented her, she cried her heart out.
And I said, Camilla, I'd just like you to know that I know exactly what's going on. And she said, I don't know what you're talking about. And I said, I know what's going on between you and Charles. And I just want you to know that. And she said to me, very interesting, she said to me, you've got everything you've ever wanted. All the men in the world fall in love with you. You've got 2 beautiful children, what more would you want? And I didn't believe what she said anyway. So I said, I want my husband. And she said, well, and she looked down the whole time. I said to Camilla, I'm sorry I'm in the way. I obviously am in the way. And it must be hell for both of you. But I didn't know what's going on, don't you know? In the car on the way back, my husband was over me like a bad rash. I cried like I've never cried before. It was anger. It was 7 years of pent-up anger coming out. Cried.
The person who tormented her, she cried her heart out.
In the car on the way back, my husband was over me like a bad rash. I cried like I've never cried before. It was anger. It was 7 years of pent-up anger coming out. Cried.
After she confronted Camilla? What the hell? Royal commentator Jenny Bond recalled a conversation she had with Princess Diana about Camilla, who will be known as Queen Camilla after the coronation. Okay, let's see here. 32 seconds.
Well, you don't have to take part, you don't have to watch it. Go to the beach, do something else. You have a choice. A lot of people are going to enjoy it. And I would just say about Camilla, that I sat with Diana in her drawing room and talked about Camilla. And Camilla, in Diana's view, had been loyal, discreet, and deserved some form of recognition. Well, she's going to get it on Saturday.
Oh my God. Are you freaking kidding me? This is so freaking vile.
I cried like I've never cried before. It was anger. It was 7 years of pent-up anger coming out. Cried.
My God, now they're speaking for her now. Oh my Lord. This is why Harry and Meghan had to put their words, their own perspective out there. Those people, and then they're trying to erase Diana. Almost every videos that I have of Diana, YouTube put some sort of a copyright in it, or they block it. Certain group, Commonwealth countries cannot see it. Some people in the UK cannot see it. Oh, this is so freaking sick. Wow, fairly odd to call me a liar. Oh, she's responding to that. Okay, this is what Diana said on that day to me. Maybe she said something different to you. No. I don't believe one word from you, because Diana spoke her word. Okay? No.
I walk into the house and stick my hand out to Camilla for the first time and think she got over that. We were all upstairs and I was chatting away, and I suddenly noticed that there was no Camilla, no Charles upstairs. So this disturbs me. So I make my way to go downstairs again. I know what I'm going to confront myself with. Try and stop me from going downstairs. Then I don't go down there. I'm just going to find my husband. I go downstairs, and there's a very happy little threesome going on downstairs. Camilla, Charles, and some other man who I didn't know, chatting away. So I thought, right, this is your moment. So I went and sat down and joined in the conversation as though we were best friends. And I said, Camilla, I'd love to have a word with you if possible. And she looked really uncomfortable, put her head down. She said, oh yes, right. And I said to the two men, okay boys, we'll just have a quick word with Camilla, and I'll be up in a minute. And they shot upstairs like chickens with no heads. And I could feel upstairs all hell breaking loose. What was she going to do? So I said, Camilla, you'd like to sit down. So we sat down, and I was terrified of her. And I said, Camilla, I'd just like you to know that I know exactly what's going on. And she said, I don't know what you're talking about. And I said, I know what's going on between you and Charles, and I just want you to know that. And she said to me, very interesting, she said to me, you've got everything you've ever wanted. All the men in the world fall in love with you. You've got two beautiful children, what more would you want? And I didn't believe what she said anyway. So I said, I want my husband. And she said, well, and she looked down the whole time. I said to Camilla, I'm sorry I'm in the way. I obviously am in the way. And it must be hell for both of you. But I didn't know what's going on, don't you know? I need it. In the car on the way back, my husband was over me like a bad rash. I cried like I've never cried before. It was anger. It was 7 years of pent-up anger coming out. Cried. I didn't sleep that night. And the next morning I woke up.
No. What in the name? Jenny, no way that happened. You will never have said on a story like that, YOLO. I didn't. I've said it hundreds of times and wrote about it 20 years ago. Oh, yeah, right. So where did you... Well, you can't really trust these people with their thing. Claiming you wrote about it, not proof that it ever happened. Show us the evidence of the video or audio footage proving this. Her talking to you. Okay, Camilla the horse must be paying them a sizable fee. So was this loyalty to you? Okay, it already bad enough that Princess Diana was killed and Charles married his mistress, and they together create a situation that pushed Diana's son out of the country. But you lying on TV about a woman who can't defend herself is totally disgusting. Yeah, my God, and you're a bootlicker too. Comment. woman doesn't play. She always come up with some stuff. And you're a bootlicker too. No shame. Spreading propaganda for Charles' long-term mistress of a concubine. Okay, if she had, you will have recorded it in order to profit from it. Since you didn't, it never happened. Diana used her own words to tell the world what she wanted them to know about her. Those trying to make a quick bucks out of her name when she's not even around, we just ignore. Alright, let's go back. There's more comment on this. I went on that. This is sad. This is sad. Oh my God. Okay, Diana was 19. Okay, journalists walk in on Prince Charles and Camilla having, there's the word here, on the royal train in a field the night before his wedding to Princess Diana. So they took, my God, they took the train out of there so they could do that thing. Whew. Okay, let's listen. It's 42 seconds.
Remember, I'm old enough to remember Prince Charles. I don't know whether you are, where on the night of his wedding, London was on lockdown, you know, real lockdown from the M25 right through.
Wow.
And at the time, the royal family had a royal train.
Yes.
And it wasn't on the train tracks, it was in a field. And because the place was on lockdown, a journalist went in the field to sleep under his jacket. He had a spare jacket because there was no hotels and he couldn't go anywhere. And he saw the train thinking it was British Rail. He got on it and he saw Charles and Parker Bowles having sex. Remember, I'm old enough.
I think I retweeted that and I said, so it wasn't lunchtime. Oh my God. Let's go into that. Okay. Journalists, okay, I read that already. I'm about this video. Feel free. Then Penny Juno said it wasn't full. There's the word again. It was a BJ according to her. Okay, I'd rather not know. Why did then took a piece of paper while the lady was speaking? Was this scripted after drug horse? Okay, it's an old video from when he was on radio. Okay, so that's the train. My dear Lord, imagine. Okay, no thank you. Okay, Princess Diana was way too classy for the royal family. How could Charles be so deceitful to Diana on the brink of their wedding? This picture conjures a comical image as well as downright contempt for wedding vows. There's the rolling eye. Yes, one of the mistakes Princess Diana made was to assume that normal values like integrity, honor, decency, devotion, and morality were respected by the royal family. They considered themselves above such things. Meghan made a similar error. She didn't know. Okay, let's go into that. Let me read that and then go into this. Okay, I don't think I am old enough to remember this story. Or is it just selective amnesia? Well, I never. Thanks, guys. Save your future use when a deranger tells me to respect tampon. Alright, let's see this one here. Okay, Meghan also mistakenly thought the royal family was the top tier of world forces for good and that she was joining both an elite professional organization and a family. She found out the good works are a facade. Nobody likes to work and the family is more La Cosa Nostra than loving. It's a mistake that whole damn country makes. Sadly, yes, they both did. Okay, no, she didn't make a mistake. Meghan married Harry and both scooted out of that sick joint as fast as they could. Okay, yes, she was young, innocent, and very vulnerable. While Charles was the oldest, about 12 years, her senior, makes this a travesty of justice. He took advantage of her vulnerability, knowing full well that he will continue to have an intimate relationship with Camilla. Immoral. Okay, the shocking thing is that intelligent people know that the royal family has a history of immoral, unethical practices, yet we excuse them from their behavior with the false narrative of patriotism. To be loyal to the crown means we need to be blind to their moral failings. That's a very good point. But the thing is that the people who's on the papers, the television, the radio, they all are royalist type of things. They're doing almost the same type of behavior as the royal family. So it's okay to cover their, to make it seem like people really need the institution. So almost everyone who's in place of importance, place of authority, are all royalists. This is why I said the royal family have people at every basis. When I mean basis, it's those things. Okay, you go to ISPO, the one who should be looking over the newspapers, they're royalists. You look at well, now the government pretty much, the Tories are pretty much royalists. I don't really think they care about the institution, but they want the institution to stay there as a facade so they could hide behind. Look at that video that I just showed. This guy is slamming Prime Minister for not showing his face for the coronation, or, you know, making noise for the coronation, because the people are suffering, like I said already. So they hide behind those things, but yet they're giving Charles what he wants. Okay, so these are kind of things that I'm seeing. It may not be the exact thing that's happening, but from my perspective, this is what I see. They're playing this thing out. So every place of importance, the royalist type of people are in there, are in charge. So it's one of those things, you scratch my back, I'll scratch yours. Okay, so the little people suffer. All right, so this is why many people of integrity who's looking for a job, they can't really find a good job because the royalists already fill it out. When a position is done, guess what? They don't put a word out for people to come for an interview. Okay, I'm talking about the top level of position. No, they just pass it on to their buddies. Okay, so the things continue. Nothing is open to the public. This is why sometimes I say, how come some of those renovation that the royal family keep on spending millions of pounds for the renovation and all of that? Don't they put a bid out for people who have construction companies or whatever to place a bid and pick the best, you know, the one that they could afford, and yes, who had credibility? No, they always just put the numbers there. They just, I don't know, maybe they pay £1 million to their buddies just to, I don't know, remove something that should not be there. I don't know, because I just don't see how. I mean, I understand many of their properties are pretty much classic. There's another word I'm looking for, historical. Okay, so they need to preserve that. So they need someone with experience who could preserve the material to keep it going, or all of that. So they need to keep that. I know there's a lot of care that needs to take place, but what I'm sure there's other people who could do the same thing and for less money. So I don't know. As I'm saying that, I'm thinking of that image of this painting that needed to be to be renewed or to be touched up, that, you know, it was fading. So this nun, I believe it was a nun, who tried to save money and wanted to do it, and the picture come out to be something completely different. Alright, so next week. Okay, Diana married for love, Charles for duty, tradition, and expectation. He and Camilla both treated Diana in the most appalling way. She was used to provide an heir and spare, while he and Camilla carried on their affair throughout his marriage and abused her till her death. Yep. And the thing is that, I mean, I'm going to repeat this over and over again. If they had told Diana why he needed her in the first place, I'm pretty sure Diana will say no. Okay? I'm pretty sure Diana will say no. But at least whoever they are marrying, let them know, look, I don't really love you, but we're going to have a kid for the heir, but, in the background, do whatever you want. But when we need to go to an engagement, just come and support me. That's it. Okay? So I'm sure if you think about it, there are people who's willing to do that. Okay? But these people, they live on lies. They spend more money on correcting or creating other lies to protect the original lie, that it just goes on and on. So many time and energy goes on into their nonsense. Okay, Princess Diana talking about Charles, whatever and love means. All right, let's listen.
I'm amazed.
that she's been brave enough to take me on. And I suppose in love.
Of course.
Whatever in love means.
Okay, considering all the things, that video from the radio thing we just heard, what he was doing prior to his marriage, okay, all of that. So he was true to himself, but not to Diana. If he had told Diana, you know, why he proposed to her, that's all. No, I mean, I will not be upset about anything after that. But he abused her and lied to her from the beginning. And meanwhile, Princess Diana felt like, you know, I don't know, there was love there. I don't know.
I was brought up in the sense that, you know, when you got engaged with someone, you loved them. And the most extraordinary thing is we had this ghastly interview the day we announced our engagement, and this ridiculous ITN man said, "Are you in love?" So I thought, what a thick question. So I said, yes, of course we are, in the sort of fat, stern ranger that I was. And Charles turned around and said, what ever in love means. And that threw me completely. I thought, what a strange question. What strange answer. God, how does it traumatise me?
It's a pivotal moment.
I'm amazed.
There's Diana. She pretty much covered every pieces of her life that we need to know of. Majority, a good portion. Okay, that other lady's coming saying Diana tells something about Camilla. That freaking, my goodness. Okay, I'd argue Charles only married to have a beard to cover his mistress and incubate his spawn. Problem was, they never asked first. There's the thing. They never asked her first. Yes, they never asked her. Let's see, there's one comment on here. And Camilla helped Charles to fill that position. Okay, oh, there's this. That man humiliated this woman for no fault of hers. Okay, just before getting married to Charles, Diana tried to talk to the royals about marriage to Charles. Even with Queen Elizabeth, nobody wanted to talk to Diana. The story is in a documentary. Wow. They know, they try to avoid her. Oh my goodness, I don't know anything about this. This is the first time I'm seeing this, but I know after the marriage, when there were problem, Princess Diana wanted Charles to come back to her. She did what she needed to do. She even went to the Queen. Okay, the Queen brushed it off and said, "What am I supposed to do?" Okay, quote, "Whatever in love means," and quote, "was an incredible cruel provocation, especially considering Diana was an innocent, starry-eyed girl at that time. Her tormentors haven't changed one bit, have they?" There's that. Heartbreaking. Okay, I remember that she spoke to her friend. It is very traumatizing to her. Okay, I'm so surprised to hear Princess Diana refer to herself as fat. Did she? She wasn't. When I saw her for the wedding announcement, I thought, what an extraordinary, beautiful young lady. I was actually pretty horrified by the amount of weight she lost prior to the wedding. I mean, usually a lot of women, when they're gonna get married, they lose weight so they could look good on their wedding day and stuff like that, so the clothes go fit. I don't know. I didn't have a lavish wedding. I didn't want any wedding at all. My husband. Let me not go there. Okay, was she really in love with him? I suppose some girls might fall in love with a prince. The idea of being a princess, even if Charles, I would have wanted to be a princess, would have wanted all the duty, and I then find Charles appealing. But the fairy tale, I don't think so. Knowing what we know now, maybe many of us will say no, but at the time, I think that Diana, I mean, they really took Diana out of her privacy, and he groomed her. He groomed her for her to love him, but and then she ended up loving him, but he did his job for her to love her, and then meanwhile the love was never there. Okay, she will always be Diana, Queen of Hearts. Diana, Queen of Hearts. Okay, there's that. All right, so let's move on to the next tweet. I still need to finish editing my videos from yesterday. Okay, there's this here. Is that the same thing again? Yeah, I bookmarked it twice. Okay, she retweeted it. Okay, it takes an evil heart to make up lies about a dead woman supporting the third woman who helped to destroy her marriage and whose actions partly facilitated the dead woman's demise. Thank God Diana had the foresight to record her own words to counter these demons. Yeah, we heard that already. Let's see here. Let's read. Oh my God, this. Okay, Jenny Bond is a royalist. I don't believe Princess Diana will trust her. Diana knew if she said anything negative about Camilla, it would be leaked. We have the truth from Diana herself and her tapes, interviews, and Andrew Morton's book, Ignore Jenny Bond. That's that. Okay, on repeat, the documentary, Diana in her own words, emphasize mine, is available on YouTube. Don't settle for this revision of history. Okay, and one loyal son who still bears her standard of respect and integrity, good King Harry. Okay, the rewriting of history. Harry knows that's why he's followed his mother's example, his own words. Okay, Lord have mercy. What length won't they go to rehab that side chick? Diana has no right to reply. Diana has no right to reply. She's dead. She can't do anything anymore. I try, but hell nah. So Diana, who said, quote, it was 3 of us in the marriage, is the same one who said Camilla Loyal is discreet. That female dog needs that female dog need to have a whole stadium full of seats. Okay, let's go to the next tweet. This one, I saw it before I started recording and I added to the tweet. Regarding Lilibet Diana, Mountbatten Windsor's birth certificate. This is the first time I'm seeing it. Okay, notice Princess Lilibet Diana's birth certificate from California listing both Prince Harry and Duchess Meghan as parents on it. Stop the disinformation and lies about them. So I don't know who's spreading lies about. It wasn't a retweet, it just plain old tweet. So I don't know. There's Lilibet Diana, Mountbatten Windsor, female, single. Okay, I'll enlarge it when I'm recording, but right now it's very small for me to see. There's Rachel, Meghan Markle, California. I can't see the rest. Okay, they put their address and stuff like that. Okay, someone tagged those derangers and scammy spreading misinformation because I blacked them all after reporting them. Okay, oh no, that's like trying to convince some people that Obama was born in the US. There is no pointing. They best ignore and report it. My goal is for all of them to be placed on the fixated people list, which is, by the way, they are not told of when they are. It's just something. Oh my God. Henry is not named. Marco is. Rachel was removed as her legal name for showbiz. What a fraudulent duck. What is it? Rachel was removed as her legal name for showbiz. What? But this is not show business. This is her family thing. So what is she talking about? Or am I understand this? Oh God. Okay, but who? Let's go into that. Let's see here. Okay, they both name. Maybe a trip to Specsavers will help. Okay, in the meantime, okay, she sort of, let's see, can I see it bigger? Oh, Santa Barbara. Okay, city, there's this, Duke of Sussex. Okay, Royal Highness, Rachel, Meghan Markle. That's her name. So, what the hell this other person was saying? Henry is not named. Markle is. Rachel was removed as her legal name for showbiz. I mean, this is not your business. Okay, let me get out of there, okay? The main thing is I just came across that birth certificate. Let me not waste time trying to wrap my head around. If you see those rest of the comments, that's it. Next tweet. Okay. All right. The guy who's going to get coronated on Saturday just isn't that interesting. Discussed. Okay, 15 seconds.
The bigger role, and Tina said this at the beginning of the interview, was not many people really care about King Charles. And I think we talk all the time about Harry and Meghan because we don't want to face the truth, which is the dude at the top at the moment, the guy who's going to get coronated on Saturday, just isn't frankly that interesting. Okay. The bigger role, and Tina said this at the beginning of the interview.
I wish I could hear more of it because sometimes she come across as reasonable and sometimes because the thing that come out of her mouth make me confused if it's her, but I think it's usually her, but she sometimes depend on who's listening. I don't know. But here she's making sense. Let's listen to it one more time. Oops.
The bigger role, and Tina said this at the beginning of the interview, was not many people really care about King Charles. And I think we talk all the time about Harry and Meghan because we don't want to face the truth, which is the dude at the top at the moment, the guy who's going to get coronated on Saturday, just isn't frankly that interesting. The bigger
Okay, that's pretty much it. People are not interesting about the others. My goodness. But I mean, if they were talking about Meghan in a truthful way, nobody will care. The squad will not care. But the misinformation they keep on putting out there. Look how this lady out of nowhere, not her, the other tweet that I was sharing, who's saying Diana said this, Diana said that to her, as if Diana approved of Camilla. But we know very full well every nonsense that, every pain and agony that Princess Diana had, she recorded it. She put it out there. And we hear it in her own word. She even went to Camilla and asked Camilla to leave her husband alone. She wants her husband back. Okay? And Camilla is like, you have 2 beautiful children, this and that. Every man in the world will love you. I mean, she wants her husband. As human beings, people need love and affection, someone to touch them and do all the things that a marriage couple is supposed to do. But this woman interfered and took Charles away from her. But when she decided to move on, to get someone to do that, to replace Charles for her, and then they got rid of her. You know, my goodness. Okay, you disgusting woman. Okay, she's responding to this tweet, which I cannot see. You're unable to view the tweets because this account honor limit. Okay, you are a disgusting woman. If I had the energies, I report you. Luckily, I have more important things to do with my time. Okay, so this is her responding to that. Okay, Coronated said, oh yes, Coronated was a mistake. It's like serenading. All right, let's see here. You made a lot of mistakes in your life, haven't you, Tissa? I mean, she wasn't at the heat of the thing. Believe me, when I'm recording, I say a lot of things the wrong way. Okay, I just leave it. I don't give a F anymore. As long as you understand my point of view. Okay, monarchs are not monarchs are not entertainers, Tessa. They are heads of state. It's okay if they are uninteresting or boring. Then they say they are figurehead. They are this particular, I don't know. Oh my God. But anyway, she responds. They switch things in their own way whenever it fits well. One time it's this head of state. People, I don't understand. They are confusing in their own thing. But I know I understand them very well. Next tweet. They are political. Okay? Even though they're saying they're not, they are political. Okay? King Charles and Camilla threw a lavish garden party ahead of Coronation weekend. I'm not going to read the article, and I think I shared that on my community board. King Charles and Camilla threw a lavish garden party ahead of Coronation Week. Lionel Richie and a few thousand other people. 1,000! Wow, other people gathered at Buckingham Palace for the celebration. It was 1,000. You have to feed these people. Can't bet there were more snakes than people. That looked like so nasty. Oh, can you imagine? Oh. Let me not say. Why are we still surprised? Brits are fine with it despite the fact that they can't feed their family. Okay, was it that one that this person was commenting on and I responded? Okay, hit their homes. The list goes on. Okay, I'm across the pond wondering how I myself can have the power to brainwash people. So Brits suffering continue. Royal family happiness continue. Life goes on. I think it was this one. Who pay for this? Why they are so out of touch. There's this lavish. The man looks positively dapper. Okay, I think it was this one that this person. Yep, that was this one. The person saying, if I could show her that she can pay for her bill. Yep, there it is here. Who can feed their families and heat their homes? You twat. Okay, they call me a twat. And there's me putting those receipts here. Alright, all of this we've been hearing. There's this person who's saying about the I don't want to listen to it, people's having issues with their energy bills and all of that, and this lady who's talking about the school kids who can't really pay for their lunch and she can't give them the school lunch for free because it's not hers to give. Okay, there's this who can't do their things and all of that. And this one, it's also a YouTube video of how the Tories, it's from the byline, okay? All the things, the problem that's going on in the UK, okay? There she here, come back and say here, prove I can't feed my family before talking about Brits. I don't care about mainstream media. All right, so there's me here responding to her. I said, oh, I'm happy that you can feed your family. Sorry for the rest who can't. That's it. And I was done with her. That's it. So you think these people are coming here saying they're suffering out of the blue for nothing? All right, all those protests that's going on. Okay, this lady, talking about the kids and all of that. All right, she wasn't talking about herself. She was talking about the kids who's having issues. They don't have money in their account. All right, so this is the thing. Those people thinking only of themselves, not the overall of society. All right, so let's go to the next tweet. They can curse me out all they want, but the facts are there. Next tweet. Okay, there's this. Okay, breaking news. Oh no, here's a real poll. This is the reality. Please don't let the UK media lie to you. All right, 1 minute and 56 seconds.
Hey, this morning's number is 70 because this will be the first coronation in the United Kingdom in about 70 years. Of course, Queen Elizabeth II was in June of 1953. And I will note that this comes at a low point in Americans' opinions on the UK royal family. So, about 30 years ago, 66% of Americans had a favorable view of the UK royal family. Look where it is today. It has dropped all the way down to 27%.
I'm even surprised they have that much, 27%. That's still high to my standard in terms of favorability of the UK.
More Americans have an unfavorable view of the UK royal family at just 38%. And I will note, this is something that I find to be fascinating. Americans on UK royal news, do we care? Just 32% of us actually give a hoot compared to 63%.
That's me. I'm part of that 32% because what is it? Not really care. Okay, I don't care. I really don't care about the news, but it's the misinformation that they're putting out about Meghan, specifically Meghan, and then Harry fall under that umbrella for me too.
Sent to say they don't care. They are sick of the royals.
Really?
Yes.
Why?
I guess, it's just all the drama, right? Harry.
Come on, people love drama.
And they love it, but they're a little sick of it.
I feel like the views of The Crown would refute these numbers because everyone watches
the Netflix show.
Yeah, people are obsessed with The Crown. What about the UK generally?
We love our Britons, okay? Americans' views of the UK, look at this. 86% have a favorable view. 89% back in 1991. So this number really hasn't moved. We still love our friends across the pond. But this is, I think, one of my favorite questions. Americans who want a U.S. royal family, just 11% do. That's up from 3%. But the fact is, keep the crown across the pond. We like our republic. No monarchy involved.
Exactly. Exactly.
Thank you for the speech here. Why did it go up from 3% to 11%, you think?
I don't know why. I think it might have been that there were fewer undecideds, and we were coming off of World War II as well back then. So maybe the distant memories of someone who's too powerful, those memories have gone adios. So I don't know.
Adios. Thanks, Harry.
Thank you.
King Harry, thank you.
Hey.
All right, let's see. Not sure. The UK figures are wrong. What is it? Okay, I can't read that. She straight up said, oof. Okay, 100%. There's this. Dude has it all wrong regarding the US on UK Royal News statistics. 63% of the US don't care for royal news. Yeah, that's what I was saying. Because we know it's full of lies about Harry and Meghan. So why bother reading it? We had enough of that from 2017 to 2020. The 32% who do care only loves to read the lies about Harry and Meghan. Okay, the monarchy is a joke. The fact that it still exists is shocking. They think they're putting Harry and Meghan pics on when giving the numbers for the royals. Okay, I see them using Harry and Meghan pictures again. Why don't they use the others? Alright, let's go to the next tweet. Alright, if Harry still goes to the coronation, I hope he shows up with his glorious California tan and stands out next to his vampire hue relatives. I only put that because it was kind of funny. It was meant to just ignore because I have so many things else to share. Well, I'm almost done, but I thought it was kind of funny. Okay, there's that. That's in French. Okay, I hope he stays away, but I have a sneak feeling he may already be in the country, having come in under the radar. He did that recently, turning up at the HC for the preliminary hearing of his court case. At any rate, good on him. All right, there's this. That's commercial. Best savage ever. Truth. He looks so happy here. He definitely will, especially seeing that lad came out of a long drawn winter. He is going to stand out like the king he is. Surely you are not judging people by their skin color. Believe me, the scraps are really just the last crumb of comfort now. All right, let's go to the next tweet. I'm almost done. Okay. There's this. Shout out to British Squaddies Kate, who called into Sky News this evening. She brought up William deal with Murdoch and made the panel scream a little. Bravo. Oh, where's the video? Oh, there it is. There it is. There it is. Okay. Okay. I was just about to say, where's the video? So she put a GIF here. Okay. First part of the call where she talks about Charles. Okay. 56 seconds.
To Kate in Manchester. Kate, you are on the air.
Hi there. Okay, well, obviously not. I do support the Prince's Trust. I think that will be his legacy, and a positive one at that. I think there's been an air of mystery about the royal family for some years, but that mystery has gone now. I think Charles, Camilla and William and Kate have now taken that mystery away due to the various social media platforms, and I think it's resulted in them becoming more celebrities. I think what you see with Charles, he comes across as meaningful but weak, and then it's evident that Camilla provides Charles with a backbone. Charles, I think, does hide behind Camilla, and in that way he can deny accountability for leaking to the press. I mean, there's so much I want to talk to you about. I mean, I'd like to go into some detail about William as well, and the extent to what he can offer and how he can change and become more relatable to the younger generation, which I don't think he can at the moment.
Sorry to interrupt you, Kate, but you don't need to do it all to Kate in Manchester. Kate, you are on the air.
Okay, so let's continue. She talked too fast too. Okay, second part, where she brings up William and Rupert Murdoch. She also pushed back against one of the women on the panel who said Harry and Meghan didn't appeal to the younger generation. This one is slightly longer, 1 minute and 19 seconds.
Harry and Meghan.
Well, let's see what Kate has to say about that in Manchester. Kate, I did interrupt you as you were about to tell us about your opinions on William. I mean, how much of what Afia just said do you agree with, that the royal family needs to start appealing to a younger demographic, and it's perhaps with two people that have been cast out somewhat?
Yes, absolutely. I mean, to be fair to Harry and Meghan, they did appeal to the younger generation. They excelled at the overseas tours, and that's where the problem started with them. They become extremely popular, and I think Kate and William had a problem with that. And I think we can go back to 2020. And what has become clear now about William's deal with Murdoch and the settlement, etc., and perhaps the protection around his family and that of, the media scrutiny, I think that needs to be discussed as well. But all this about William doesn't bode well. He comes across, as someone, I would say, perhaps a bit, angry, almost bullyish in some respects. But I read a lot. I've read a lot of books, and I do go on social media. I'm getting that.
Oh, he read a lot, but probably those lies that, well, she has some common sense, but I hope she's getting her information much better. But she's making sense here, and she knows about the deal that William has, and yes, William does come out, seems like as a bully, and especially when some of the things on Spare, the things that Harry wrote in his book and all of that. But anyway, let's listen.
From social media, but that's not what comes over on the media, and it's not what's written about in the tabloids.
Thank you for that, Kate.
Oh, okay. All right, I did 2 videos of the original tweet. They can never handle it when they are directly challenged. I did 2 videos on the tweet. Please provide. Okay, so these are people who saw it before, and then she added the tweet. All right, let's go to. Is there more? Oh, okay. So there's Sussex Squad podcast. OMG, please tell me there is a recording. Okay, so these are the ones who saw the tweet before she put the videos. Then she added. All right, let's go to the next tweet. Okay, so this is about Invictus. I shared this on my other channel, my charity channel. okay, our parts service. Okay, the Fisher House Foundation has been an instrumental part in the success of the Invictus game since its inception in 2014. So we are delighted at Fisher House Foundation are partnering with We Are Invictus and as a premier partner for Invictus Game Dusseldorf, and we will continue to see the delivery of the Family and Friends program. All right, so there's that. Okay, you can read more about it. I'll leave the link here. My other channel already have this, okay, but I'll put it on this video since I'm sharing it. You guys could read, okay. Right, let's see here. We are Invictus. There's that. All right, so I think, all right, this one I keep on pushing it back from another video, but since I drag it here, let's just share it. This is a little bit politics, okay, and that would be the last one. Invictus should have been, but since this one I have the link here. Okay, LGBT people only. If you have family that votes Republican, how do they explain the damage they do to your community? This is the US, okay, not Republican and the UK, Republican and the US, okay. And to give you a somewhat example, Republican and the US, it's almost like the Tory and the UK. All right. My in-laws, they convinced that they pay less in taxes under Republicans, even though they don't. Most of them, the only thing they care about. A couple are unapologetic, racist, and bigot, and I try not to ever be around them. Okay, they're using taxes as an excuse for real reason. They're voting Republican. Okay, after this, that's it. I'm not gonna go too deep into that. One time and never again. I'm not like these people who think you're obligated to keep family in your life just because it's family. I don't even talk to my immediate family. If I tell a family member one time something and they don't care, they don't need to be in my life. Okay, if someone care about you, they want to learn about you. If they don't want to learn, they obviously don't care that much. Find your real family. All right, peace. All right, so let's do a prayer. Let's do prayer for understanding. I don't know, that just came to mind. Prayer for understanding. Okay, I pray for understanding so that I may walk in your ways rather than my own ways, and think in your thought rather than my own thoughts. Whoa. Okay, my way of thinking is limited and my ways of immature and irresponsible. I thank you in advance for giving me understanding so that I can be more like you. Amen. So that's a little bit brainwashed kind of a prayer. Okay, let's see if something more meaningful here. Come on. Okay, dear Lord, I pray for more understanding. Help me to understand my husband. Okay, you know what? Let's pick a different. Let's do a different prayer. Prayer for caring. Let's do caring. Caring and healing. And healing. Healing, that's for one of the squaddies who's going through some things. The squad be saying, I think Church Nelly. Caring and healing. Okay, she came to mind. Okay, thank O God of our friend who is ill, okay, whom we now commend to your compassionate regard, that no healing is too hard if it be your will. We therefore pray that you bless our friend with your loving care, renew his or her strength, and heal what ails him or her in your loving name. All right, let's go pick image, whatever is here. Oh my God, how big? Okay, it is blurry. I cannot see it. Literally, I cannot see it. Let's pick this one. Okay, oh God of healing, we pray for those who work in healthcare. The healers and helpers among us need hope as they pull in all the direction, trying to keep it all together. All right, so that's it. Please take a moment to subscribe, like, and share. If you want to support this channel, let's see. Something tell me to read that one. Okay. Lord, lift me up for your blessing today. I pray that you will anoint me with strength and self-care today, tomorrow, and always. I pray that you will grace me with patience and wisdom. I pray that you will encourage me throughout the day to take the correct step to walk proudly and behave well. I pray all of these things in your name. Amen. I think this is better. All right, that's it. Please take a moment to subscribe, like, and share. If you want to support this channel, there's a PayPal link and a Cash App link in the description. You could donate. Those who have donated, thank you. And if you look at on my community board, I made a donation on we got where is it? All right, for all of us, for you who watch my videos, and on behalf of myself as well. So the donation is on behalf of you who watch my video and myself, because not a single penny, not one dime, came from my personal account. Okay, so those who who donate to me, it's through that. Okay, so 242 of you like it and 34 comments. Okay, so this is from us. Okay, I wanted to let you know PYTE channel made $200 donation on behalf of you and me. If you can make a donation, just know because you watch my videos and or donate to my channel, this is from a donation I've received. Not a penny came from my personal account. If you have extra cash and you want to donate, here's the link. Okay, so I put the link on my community board. I do not want to put it on this video because I will not come back to remove it once this is over, because every year we have different things. We're honoring different charities, and then the link may not work once this is done. Okay, so this is why I'm not gonna put it here. I'll leave it only on my community board. Okay, so that's it.
It is a great privilege to be with all of you today.
We ask for forgiveness and please come back.
As you saw me find the love and happiness that I'd hoped for all my life. You are all in this together, and if I may speak personally, we are all in this together, because asking for help was one of the best decisions that I ever made. You will be continually amazed how life changes for the better.